welcome to AFL Riverina TV. I'm Lauren Markham, and joining me in the studio is Mangoplah-CUE's Tom Keogh and Paul Harbolt from the AFL office. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thank you.
Now, Tom, obviously a great season for the Goannas, finishing top of the table. What have you enjoyed most about the season?
What I've probably enjoyed most about this season is just the team in general. I think we've really had a tight-knit season on and off the field, and that showed on the field. Obviously, we've had a fair bit of success and a bit to do yet, but no, we've had a good year on and off the field.
And what's Chris Danaher and the Cohallen boys really wanting you to narrow in on in the next few weeks?
Chris and Trent have been focusing really on just basic things like not turning the ball over all the time, and kicking the ball long and deep inside our forward 50, and pretty much getting that running the lines off the half-back flank. So yeah, that's what they've really been enforcing in the past couple of weeks.
And last year, same sort of deal. You did finish runners-up after being the first team into the decider. Has there been any talk about that grand final?
Oh, it's on the back of everyone's minds, I suppose, but not really. I think that everyone's mind's just on the job, trying to get this one done. And
last year, Cole Sandbrook really dominated, but seems to have been kind of the Collins show out there this year. What have you liked about Matt and Harry's seasons?
It's been good to see Matty being brought forward instead of playing fullback like he did all last season, but he's so versatile, he can play both roles fairly well, and when he's not playing so well up forward, he can send him back and he does the job down there for us. So the good thing about Harry, I don't know, he's just really put his head down this year, and it's really paid off for him, I think.
And your first final will be against the winner of Leeton and Tigers. What have you made of those sides this season, and what do you expect to be up against next week?
Well, when we played Leeton about halfway through the year, they brought out a really just determined side, and I think that's what got them over the line against us. With Tigers, I think they play a lot more running, freestyle, free-flowing game brand of footy, and yeah, they were really tough. Obviously, we haven't beat them this year, so.
And Paul, look, Tigers haven't lost a game in the back half of the season. What do you think they'll need to keep that going against Leeton?
Exactly what Tommy said. They're going to have to keep running the footy. They're going to have to getting up forward. They've got the leading goal kicker, Johnny Buchanan, but Shawnee Flanagan's had a really good season. Jaco Beeson's is doing really well, but I think they've got an even spread. The coach is a good coach. Matty Rava gets the hard ball, so they're just going to have to keep working and running and using the big ground to their advantage. So it'll be an interesting game.
And Tom, the elimination final, that's between Gully and Coolman. Gully showed last year they never give up without a fight. Do you think finals will bring out the best in them?
Hope not. But you never know with Gully. Like, they've been up and down a bit this year, so yeah, I reckon they'll come out ready to play.
And Coolman, they won it last week when they played each other, but we can read too much into that a bit. Who are you tipping?
Look, I think this will be a pretty close game. It depends on injuries, of course. I mean, with Jimmy Morris going down, Brad Aitken coming back, maybe Matty Kennedy will certainly help. Coolman got the good goal kicking power. They've got good young players. I mean, Harry Fitzsimmons and Matty McGowan. They've stepped up this year and they've done extremely well. But Zach Robinson and other players like that. I think they've got a pretty even spread, plus the older fellas in Maddox and Chamberlain. So I think they've got a pretty even team across the park. But Gully, depending on injuries, will be a good game. But I think Coolman might be just too good. They've got probably a bit more goal kicking power.
We'll take a look at the Farrer League now, where the Rock sounded a warning last week with Andy Carey's 10 goals. He came up to the comp from Albury Tigers along with Tom Yates, a local favourite at Yerong Creek. We caught up with Yates recently.
Big Undies he's enjoying it, I think. So he's he likes it. We've had a few sessions in that here and a few lock-ins, and it's good. So he's enjoying it. He's got plenty of experience, the big fella, and he knows what's going on. So yeah, he'll give 110% every contest. So he's good.
When you look at your time at Albury, how different was the footy down at the O&M? It's obviously a completely different brand of footy too, I imagine.
Yeah, it's a lot more professional down there than up here. Obviously, it is still country footy down there, but it's not quite as country as up here. They got a lot of ex-AFL players coming through up there now, and yeah, the training side of it's nearly a full-time job really. So you're there sort of nearly 5 days a week down at the footy club. But no, it's good and enjoyable down there. So if anyone wants to have a crack at it, yeah, I'd recommend go down there have a go anyway.
You had some success down there. What is it about the Tigers and the way they go about their footy that makes them such a good club?
Oh, they had a lot of belief, and they do have a lot of quality players as well, but they're just a tight club. Everyone sticks around, good functions, train hard, play hard, so no, it's good. They're a quality side.
You've won premierships for this club before. What would it mean to win another one, mate?
This year it'd be pretty special. Like, obviously we're not on top, but yeah, with a few of the Albury boys coming up and a few more of the local boys back around the club, it'd be spot on, so it'd be good.
Tom Yates there. So the Rock take on the unbeaten East Wagga at Robertson Oval, while North Wagga take on Colliambly. Look, Paul, East Wagga, they go in without Stu Bridie and Ben Absalom. Are the Rock capable of an upset there?
Oh, well, it's going to depend if they can get the ball forward. Obviously, Kerry kicked 10 last week, but depends on the delivery into the forward line. I think East Wagga's back line are underestimated. There's no doubt. I've seen a couple of games where they do run the ball well. They attack the ball. They're running backmen. You know, we know that East Wagga have got goal kicking power, probably better than the Rock at this stage. But the two players out certainly will make a difference because they're both midfield running players. But I think East Wagga are probably just too good for the Rock.
And Tom, you know, Mark Geppert at one end, Andy Carey at the other. Potential for a bit of a goal fest. Have you got a tip for that game?
Yeah, well, we share a pub with East Wagga, so probably better not tip against them. So yeah, I'll go East Wagga as well.
And what about North Wagga and Collie?
Well, they forecasting rain this weekend, right? And I've heard that Collie are a bit bigger body than North Wagga, so yeah, I'll probably tip Collie.
And Paul, Mitch Carroll has Collie really looking pretty dangerous after just scraping into the finals. Are they kind of the real wild cards in this final series?
Oh, I think so. I mean, as Tommy said, if the weather continues the way it is, they've got a side that's you know, very good in and under. I mean, they've got some, you know, blokes like Wes Kyler that have played RFL footy. Obviously, guys like that, and the Pound boys also. Mitch himself, he'll love those sort of conditions. He'll get stuck into it. But in North Wagga, I mean, the two Hamlin boys have played RFL football. They've got some really good strength in running. Corey Watt, you know, he's very quick. He gets a lot of the footy. Sometimes the delivery's not too good. But again, I think this will be a tough game. You know, I mean, they've got Willis as a tall forward, but if the conditions don't suit, I think probably Colliambly could get across the line again. But I think it'll go either way. They've two tough games they've had in the last 2 weeks. Could test them. If they ran out of steam, well, obviously they might get steamrolled and North Wagga run over the top of them.
Well, guys, thanks for coming in. And Tom, enjoy the week off and good luck for finals.
Cheers.
Thank you.